Hey everybody, welcome to Visual Communication and Media. My name is Adam Rozeski. It's a pleasure to see each and every one of you. I'm so excited to have you all here. That's right. So we've entered the week of week one. That's correct. So a lot of good things happening this week. A lot of excitement. We finished our talks of sensory communication. Everything should be posted within the lectures. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. But we talked mostly about colors, organization, layout, and just understanding just basic principles of sensory communication. Now let's get into the last aspect, which is focusing on lines and how lines are utilized overall. So yeah, let's get into that a little bit more in detail and let's go from there. So lines are really interesting since lines are one of the basic forms of visual communication. Not only that, it's a really important aspect within sensory communication because it helps with layout, it helps with organization, the depths and different weights of lines can help with color, and also with organizational elements as well. Excuse me for that. Other than that, not only is it a basic form of communication, but lines also direct the flow of content, divide space, and create emphasis on a specific area. Each type of line can represent a different kind of mood or a different kind of sense based upon what type of message you're trying to do. So if you're going very organized and very business professional, you definitely want to stay with consistent straight lines. If you want some more free-flowing one, you want to definitely have some fun. So, and curved lines work great. Speaking of which, let's get into some of those lines. So straight lines, especially if they're consistent and go back and forth with a lot of different things, they give the sense of strictness and rigidity. And they're very traditionalistic, but not only that, they're very consistent because of the fact that they give a sense of trust. The viewer knows where each of these lines are going. They know where they happen. It's just a really good element to bring this sense of organization and reliability to your viewers. Company use this a lot to really showcase consistency, but they also showcase trustworthy product. That's a lot of things. Now, there's more than one way to really showcase trust. Instead of just consistency, you can also allow trust by showing that you can have fun and you're willing to do things differently than just the basic consistent effort. And so when you see a lot of places that use curved lines, they like to show their playfulness and grace. They like to have a lot of fun. So you see a lot of curved lines, you tend to see more fun within their elements, and they tend to be a little bit more stylized. These lines are a lot more flexible. You can change them, you can bend them, you can create them in different ways so they fit to your concept. That's really the big thing. And companies like to use this to showcase trust and like a sense of ease and a sense of purposeness, but just to put viewers like, hey, we're not very rigid. You don't have to be either. That's pretty much how they view it, curved lines. You can have some fun with it too. Now, diagonal lines. Diagonal lines are very pleasing and stimulating to the eye, especially when you look at a whole bunch. They're very great at directing viewers' eyes to focal points. That's a big aspect about that. And using too many of these can cause confusion and tension. Like this example right here, looking at it very hard, it looks like they're blurring together a little bit or they're vibrating. That's when you know there's too many diagonal lines back and forth from each other. And they're used to promote exciting events. Like I said, very directional point. If you see them, they're there to really promote like, hey, look at this. That's a really good directional aspect. That's what diagonal lines do well. Now, thick, dark lines do the same thing. They're meant to promote exciting elements or really big things. Like you tend to see like bold, confident lines for like concerts, shows, sporting events, entertainment. These things are meant to pop things out. That's why you tend to see thick, bold lines for boldness. They're meant for confidence and strength and meant for groups to appear successful. If you see bigger lines, the more you can be like, oh, wow, these guys are definitely kicking it. So that's another thing. Now, unlike those regular straight lines, you can use thin, light lines. They're meant for delicacy and gentleness. If you tend to look at like very like fashion organizations or definite trends where the beautifulness and an artistic style is approached, you'll tend to see a lot of thin, light lines. They're meant to be organized, but not overbearing, and they're meant to show beauty. That's the whole point. So you tend to see them a lot with more artistic and more feminine style products. That's really the big aspect by that. And finally, with group lines, they're meant for exploration. When you see group lines and how they're grouped in specific columns and sections, they're meant to showcase data. So they're meant to make sure you have references and facts that back up everything. So when you have numbers and group lines like this that showcase different facts and everything, it's just going to help your cause out more. And companies use to showcase numbers to help their research out. That's really a big thing. But those are 6 cases to where lines, specific lines are built to elicit specific responses. And that's what's great about that. And if you use the proper lines for everything, it's going to work great for what you want out of it. And that's what you need to focus on right there. So go ahead, take a look at lines. It's going to help you out throughout this assignment this week. That's definitely a big thing. Other than that, if you have any questions, let me know. Do keep in mind you have your discussion post due tonight, and then your reply for your reply post, and then you also have your assignment due tomorrow, along with your live lecture. And that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, let me know. New announcements will be posted on Monday, and that's all I got. So be safe, have fun, enjoy. Take it easy, my friends, and if you need anything, just give me a holler. All right, have a great weekend. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.